Hello everybody, welcome to the video on tangents. We've already talked about tangents before. We know that that is a straight line that touches the curve at a point. We also talked about what is the slope of the tangent or gradient of a tangent. It is the derivative of a function, or at a certain point when we evaluate the derivative, we know what the slope is or what is the instantaneous rate of change. Now, besides finding the slope, we can also write an equation of a tangent line, and our notes right here give us that equation. So we're going to compare it briefly with slope-intercept form, with point slope form, which I have written here. So this should be familiar to us. Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1, where m is the slope or the gradient and x1, y1 is the point. So to compare this with the formula that's given to us over here in the book, we just need to realize that this a right here is our x1. This f of a is the y-coordinate of the point, so this is the point of contact. And then the slope is the derivative of the function evaluated at x equals a. So let's do an example over here. It says find the equation of the tangent to f of x equals x squared plus 1 at a point where x equals 1. So first, we need a point of contact, and we also need the slope of the tangent. So how do you find the point of contact? So we already have the x coordinate, x is 1. Now to find y, all you need to do is plug in 1 right here for x. So it will be f of 1 equals 1 squared plus 1, which is 2. So our y-coordinate is 2. So we have this is the point of contact, okay, with the tangent. Now, how do you find the derivative? How do you find the slope? Well, let's just take the derivative. So f prime of x equals derivative of x squared is 2x, and then plus 1, derivative of 1 is 0. So this is our derivative. Now we're going to evaluate it at x equals 1. So we're going to plug in 1. So 2 times 1 is 2. All right, now we're ready to write this equation, to substitute all the values in the equation. Here's the equation, so y equals. So now instead of f prime of a, I'm going to substitute that with 2. So that's my slope. And then I'm going to write x minus, and then the x coordinate, or the a, is 1. And then plus, what's f of a? Well, that's just 2. F of a is 2. So plus 2. Now let's go ahead and simplify this. So I need to distribute. So that's 2x minus 2 plus 2. And when I simplify this, it will be just 2x. So y equals 2x is the equation of the tangent line to the curve f of x equals x squared plus 1 at the point where x equals 1. Now, let's look at here. Our notes are telling us how to use a calculator to find the equation of the tangent. So you can read the instructions and try to do that on your TI-84. Let's do a couple of more examples. Problem number 1, graph is of x squared minus 4x is shown. Alongside 5, find the derivative of f of x. So derivative is x squared, derivative of x squared is 2x, derivative of minus 4x is minus 4. All right, now we already have the point of contact. It's right here. So this is our x value, and this is our y value. Or you can think of this as a, and this is f of a. So then what we need to do first is evaluate this derivative at 1. That's our x coordinate. F prime of 1 equals 2, plug in 1 for x minus 4. So that's negative 2. So now let's find the equation. So here's the equation, y equals, so remember what the formula says, that's f prime of a times x minus a plus f of a. So let's substitute y equals f prime of a, that's negative 2, x minus a, so a is 1, and then plus the y coordinate is negative 3. Let's simplify this. We need to distribute. So we have y equals negative 2x plus 2, and then minus 3, which simplifies to negative 2x minus 1. So this is our equation of the tangent to the curve at point 1 comma negative 3. Um, try to do number 2, as many as you can, and the answer keys on Schoology. I would like to do number 3. So consider this quadratic function, find f prime of x. So let's go ahead and do that. So that would be derivative of negative x to the second power is negative 2x, and then derivative of 6x is plus 6. Hence find the value of x for which f prime of x equals 0. So this whole value, f prime of x, we need to set it equal to 0. So we will do it right here. So negative 2x plus 6 needs to be equal to 0. Now let's solve for x minus 6 on both sides, and we have negative 2x equals negative 6. When we divide by negative 2, x is 3. So then explain the geometric significance of the point where f prime of x equals 0. So we do have the x coordinate. Let's go ahead and find the y coordinate. Right, so we will find the y coordinate by going back to the original equation and substituting 3 for x. So f of 3 equals negative 3 squared plus 6 times 3 plus 4. So that's negative 9 plus 18 plus 4, which is 13. So we have that this is the point. So we can say that the equation, so the slope right here is 0. Let's see if we can write the equation. So y equals f prime of x is 0, so that will be 0 in front of the parentheses, x minus 3, and then plus 13. 0 times this whole parenthesis is 0, so we have that y equals 13 is the equation of the tangent line to the curve at point 3, 13. Thank you for watching this video. I hope it was helpful. Keep working the problems and check the answer key on Schoology.